Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien Professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who is, of course, hanging out with Éowyn. I mean, who wouldn't hang out with Éowyn given the chance? Gryfflet has been delighted by his opportunities not only to hang out and talk with Éowyn, but help her with her work around Edoras and even go out questing with her occasionally. So that's been a great fun. But I guess we have to leave Éowyn now and head over to the other theater of action, which makes me feel a little bit guilty because, of course, here's Éowyn standing here with her arms akimbo, looking displeased at having to stand around here doing nothing when the menfolk are off at battle, which she has expressed and will express. So feels a little bit, hard to just be like, all right, I'm going to saddle up and leave you behind and head off to Helm's Deep, which is kind of where you wish you could be. But nevertheless, that's just what it is time for Gryfflet to do, because we're done. We are done with all the rest of the quests outside of Westfold and the Helm's Deep area. So I'm going to see if I remember how to get there from here. Yeah, I go down and I take a left by the river. That's what I recalled. Okay, so we'll see here what we can do. We gotta go down past the Pookelmen again. Okay. Good to see everybody. So glad to be back. I've been traveling this week. Not far traveling. I just went down to Boston with my family. My in-laws were in town visiting Boston, so we did that thing that you do when in-laws come to visit sort of like tourist sites near you, right? And you go down and you hang out with them and you pretend you know all about it. Like, oh, I'm like an expert at Boston just because I live nearby. Anyway, so that's what I was doing earlier this week, but I'm delighted to be back with you guys. It's fun. I'm actually traveling next week too, but I'll be here for Gryfflet again. Oh man, what happened to this Pookelman? Is the ground particularly soft here? The Pookel dude sank utterly below. This guy is sunk up to the waist, and this guy's sunk up to the nostrils. It's like the seventh circle of hell down here, or up here, I guess. Oh, see, look, this guy must have been good. He's only sunk in up to the knees. I have to say, I kind of regret the Pookelmen. So, I totally understand and sympathize to a very large degree with Standing Stone's decision, like with the designer's decision to make things big. I mean, this is a running thing, right? I mean, and we've talked about this before, and it's very apparent. The Stone of Erech, of course, is like the classic example. Let's see, which way is the road? Yeah, this way. The Stone of Erech is the classic example, right? But it's like everything is bigger in Lotro, which there's lots of really good reasons for that. A lot of things, as they're described by Tolkien, he tells us about a lot of things which are impressive because of their intangible presence, right? But if you're just looking at it from the point of view of a video screen, it's not going to look nearly as impressive. Is this the turnoff? This is the turnoff, yeah? Or is it just north of here? Wait, this is like that camp over there. Hang on. It's like just up north of here, isn't it? Is there a ford or something? I found this road once. Where is it? I don't think it's that bridge, because that bridge just leads over to the forge area, right? Huh. Yeah, it's a ford, I recalled, not that big old wooden bridge. It's like over here, right? Maybe? Yeah, there's the road. I see the road. Oops. Okay, that's not the ford so much, I suppose. Yeah, here's the road. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So, right, again, as I say, the Stone of Erech is the classic example where, Tolkien describes the effect of the Stone of Erech. Like, the whole place feels a certain way, right? And makes people feel a certain way. Like, you get creeped out just being there. But it's not impressive to look at. I mean, as, Chris Pearson said... To use his words, he said, if we made the Stone of Erech the size that it is in the book, it would look like a coffee table on screen, which it would. It's like, the part that's above the ground is maybe 6 feet in diameter. Like, that's what Tolkien describes. And anyway, it's... So this is the thing. But the Pukelmen... So the Pukelmen are also same deal. Right, like if the Pukelmen were life size, like the size of real Pukelmen, then they would look really small at the corners of those of that path, but it's the one place I think of all of the places in the game, and there are lots of them, where they have chosen to make things like bigger and more spectacular looking. Of all of those places, the Pukelmen, I think, are the ones that I dislike most, because the Pukelmen are meant to be not only life-like statues. Okay, I just keep following this road all the way around, right? Okay. Good. They're not only just meant to be statues like men, they're designed to be statues of men, in a sense. I just finished my recent reread of Unfinished Tales. Been reading like a chapter a day, half a chapter a day or so, kind of going through Unfinished Tales again. Just finished that book recently, a couple days ago. And, the essay on the Druidine is really cool, and the story of the Faithful Stone. And so it's pretty clear, I think, that... So that stuff that Tolkien wrote in the essay on the Druidine that we get in Unfinished Tales was written after The Lord of the Rings. And he clearly, it's really clear, those essays at the end of Unfinished Tales are kind of telling, right? They're what I mean is they tell us a lot about the things that sparked Tolkien's interest in particular. Tolkien famously, talked all the time about how when he was writing, he wasn't inventing, he was discovering, right? And there are a lot of things that he discovered along the way while writing The Lord of the Rings, things which just kind of emerged that he didn't really plan, didn't have a plan for, hadn't worked all the details out in advance, but he just kind of came across these figures or these characters. And only, like, as time went by, did he, as he would say, sort of discover what they really meant and what their real stories were. So in several of those examples, like the Palantir is a classic example. He had no idea what the Palantir was. It wasn't until it gets, like, chucked down, at Gandalf's head by Wormtongue that it really appeared. The concept wasn't in his mind. Ents are the same thing, right? He never thought of Ents until they got to Fangorn and met Treebeard, and then all of a sudden, Ents, right? So anyway, there are lots of things like that, but the Druidine, he depicted the Pukelmen, right? These statues. And then he depicted the Woses, right? Excuse me. Han and his people, and then he connected the two, right, with Mary's observation that they look very similar. And then, as time went on, after he'd written and published The Return of the King, he began to sort out more and more. Like, the story kind of began to come together clearly, and so what we're getting in that essay on the Druidine is not the backstory. It's not like, here's what he was actually thinking when he wrote Han. That's not the way Tolkien's mind works. Instead, what we get in that essay is the story as it revealed itself to him as he kept thinking about it, right? As he kept, because he himself was really interested in Khan and the Woses and the connection with the Pukelmen, and he was sorting that out, right? So as that story took shape for Tolkien, he developed that really cool concept, that really cool idea of the sort of spiritual link between themselves, like this power that the Woses had, at least the Druidon had back in the old days at least, and maybe they still have it, maybe they've lost it. Oh dear, it's that, we're back to Marston, that burned out city. That's horrible. I reckon we'll have to go there and avenge them or something. And oh, is that an orc camp? No, is that Helm's Deep? Is that the Dike? I think it's the Dike. Yeah, cool. Anyway, so like that spiritual link between them and the statues that they made, so that like the statues would come alive and fight off. They'd be sentinel statues which would come alive and fight off invaders, but damage that was done to the statues would also be transmitted to the Woses themselves who made them. So like there was like personal sacrifice involved. They would invest the statues with part of their own spirits. Anyway, I see why I thought it was an orc camp. All those spiky bits, right? All the wooden spikes that they've erected, which is very sensible, by the way. The spiky bits. Yeah, it's the spikes and palisades that from a distance made it look like an orc camp. Anyway, so that's why I dislike the enormous size of the enormous size of the statues, the Pukelmen statues there in Dunharrow, because you lose that, right? You lose that story angle when they're, a monumental size. Cool. All right. So hang on a second. So Druid's Fire, you say I missed a breadcrumb quest? Which one? Man, I've been looking for vector quests. I've been searching high and low, and I couldn't find any. I mean, I've picked up every one in the landscape that I think I have. I've still. Oh, I forgot to do the Guardian of the Shrine. Maybe I'll go back and do them after. I don't know. Yeah, but there should be someone shortly past the ford near Edoras. Oh, was I meant to get here from Edoras? Yeah, okay, let's see. And then I've got the epic, right? My epic is this one that's activated on my tracker. And then I don't think I have any others. I've got this Westfold quest here, to the Westfold. Okay. Wait a second. Was this the one that I missed? Whoa. Okay, map of the Hornburg. Pretty cool. But let's go out. Oh, yeah, that's the one you're talking about. Druid's Fire, right? Is he just going to send me here? Yeah, okay. That's probably the one right there, right? Yeah, I did have that one. I overlooked that one. Well, I can always... I assume is there a stable master here? No, down at the Hornburg. When I get to the Hornburg, maybe I'll go back for that one. All right. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's good. I've had that vector quest for so long, I totally forgot about it. It's just going to send me here, right? Like there's not going to be a line of things, on the way here, is there? But anyway, okay. So here's Gamling. Good old Gamling. Gamling the Old, whose name means old guy, basically. Okay. And there's Gimli. What are you looking at, Gimli? You're looking at is there good stone here, Gimli? What's your opinion on the quality of the local stone? Oh, I can't talk to Gimli. All right, it's fine. All right, and we're collecting pitchforks and things. Are we going to use these as weapons, fellas? Okay. All right, Gamling, I can't wait to see. Tell me.
You are here to help us?
I am here to help you, yeah. I do not know what help you can give, but I will turn none away. Things have gone ill for us. Oh, look at that. Well, I get a hat. I get a free hat just for showing up. That's wonderful. Let's see. The Pride of Helm's Deep? Ooh. Yeah, the Pride of Helm's Deep. That's a nice hat. Oh. So it's an even better hat. Yeah, let's get the Glory of Helm's Deep. I accept.
I welcome all able folk, but I count your aid double.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. The armies of Saruman assaulted the men at the fords Vysen, and the survivors of the rout are scattered now across the Westfold. Yeah, I know it's a problem. No one seems to know where Erkenbrand might be found. He is the lord of the Hornburg during time of peace, and would make his way here if he could. Théoden king turned aside from his course and made for the deep when the size of Saruman's force became clear. His army is already on the march and will soon be here. I welcome all able folk willing to offer assistance, but I know you by reputation and count your aid double. Friends of yours already lend us what help they can. You will find them in the Dike, throughout the deep, and at the Hornburg. Lovely. How did Gimli get here? I don't understand how Gimli got here before Théoden. It's a little odd. Why is Gimli here? He was in the riding of the king. Huh, that's puzzling. I mean, like, it's not a huge deal, but it's unusual. I mean, that's a kind of thing. It seems like a sort of, I don't know, comparatively egregious departure from the text. It's the kind of thing that, you know, LOTRO doesn't do that often. They're usually pretty careful about keeping the sequence of the text whenever they, you know, the narrative whenever they can. But, because, you know, he said Théoden, his army is on the march and will soon be here. So Théoden's not there yet. Oh. Or maybe I'm not understanding the sequence. Maybe it'll become clearer. Okay, we're going to look for our friends. So wait, what else are we supposed to do? Follow the road? Okay, right. Talk to Gimli. Talk to Thurkettle. I don't remember Thurkettle. Is he a friend of mine? Okay. The lay of the land. Yes, sir. Oh, there it is. I like the fact that the Hornburg here is not a huge tower. Right? Having just said that, like, everything is bigger in LOTRO, that it's not huge is actually, it's nice. I like that. Like, it's sort of more functional. It's not, now it's designed by Gondor, right? This is constructed by Gondor, so it won't be, as you can see, obviously from the portcullis, right? Look at the Númenórean stars in the portcullis. So just what you would expect to see, because this was a Gondorian construction. And you'll notice, of course, that explains the differential between the stone walls and the wooden palisades, right? The wooden palisades and spikes and stuff were erected by the Rohirrim. So, I mean, their technology is just not as good. So we should be able to see, you know, gaps, like a line, right, between the old technology of the fortress and the newer additions or like recent preparations for siege that have been put into place. So that's cool. That'll be fun to see. All right. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, Gimli. Why are you here?
Hail, friend. I knew that you would not miss this chance.
Of course not. This dwarf has had enough of running and riding and talking. Now is the time for fighting, and quite a battle it is shaping up to be too. The walls of the fortress seem very sturdy, and the men say that the deep has never been taken by an enemy. Aye, and may it not be taken this time either, but I tell you true, that I will be a mite disappointed if my axe sees little use. There are orc necks to hew, and I am just the dwarf to do it. I expect you will find Legolas atop the fortress wall. He would prefer a nice long view of the approaching orcs, whereas I want to see their ugly faces up close. Alright. I don't get a quest to talk to Legolas. I just have to... Okay. That's fine. Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay, so we're in the Deeping-coomb. Hey, is this... No, it's not actually a stable master. It's a stable, but not a stable master. Okay. Nice stable, though. Is this like the stable of the errand riders of Erkenbrand here? Hey, Thurkettle. I've forgotten Thurkettle. Who's Thurkettle? Hi, dude. I totally remember you.
The Hornburg has never fallen. If fortune be with us, it never will.
This is the home of Erkenbrand, but none know what has become of him. Now the king will rely on the walls of the Hornburg and on the strong arms of his people. Will you help us defend the deep? Of course. The Hornburg has never fallen, and if fortune be with us, I will one day tell my children and theirs that it still has not even many years hence. This night may be its gravest test, and ours may we be found sufficient. Okay, alright, I get more folks. Who do I get? I gotta find the guardhouse. Talk to Háma? Or well, if Háma's here, the king must be here. Talk to Déorwine? Okay. We can do that. Yeah, okay. I love the... I'm just admiring the scenery here. Yeah. No silly... okay, like I shouldn't complain too much about that sort of ridiculous scene where they like charge horses down a cliff in you know, in the film. I mean, it's a lovely dramatic effect in the film and stuff, but of course it's ridiculous to charge cavalry down a slope like that, and like onto waiting, you know, set spears, and not to mention the fact that there is no approach from the side. Like, that's the point of the deep, you know, that like there's only one approach into it. If you could have gotten down into it from the slopes like that, the orcs would surely have done that and tried to get around. You know, why get through the wall at all if you can just do that? Okay, right, there's the culvert. Fairly sizable culvert. Of course, the river needs to come out. And this will be another Gondorian. Yep. Numenorian stars there in the portcullis again. Ooh, I like the... I forget, what's this called? What's the architectural term for this? I'm forgetting. Like this, the half moon thing up above a door. That's a thing. It's called something, but I'm forgetting it. And it's got, oh, look at that. It's got like little 8-pointed stars in there. Well, that's fun. I haven't seen an 8-pointed star design like that in any of the Gondorian stuff. Huh. I love the shadows. The shadows of dancing people. What's going on up there? They're dancing and or fighting ghosts down here in the valley. Okay. A lunette? Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, those stars were really interesting. Let's see if we see more of those things around here. Okay, look at the wall over here. This is cool. Yeah, so it looks like we've got you know, the wall has kind of started to crumble over here. And, like, maybe they've tried to patch it up, but a little sloppily. Right, and they've built some nice hoardings up there. Right, all the better for dropping stuff. And, oh, and there's some machicolations worked into the walls there by the Gondorians. Right, that's a little trap for dropping stuff down onto the enemy. That's nice. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And then we have the ramp leading up to the gate. Cool. Okay, this is the field that's going to be full of orcs. Excited about this. Should have mounted, I guess, but the knot work is interesting. Not really in keeping. Mostly see knot work like that in dwarfish architecture. Maybe it's not part of the original. See, this is the kind of detail work you'd expect in Gondorian structures. Okay, right, we got the horses. So that sunburst up there, which is an 8-pointed sunburst, I can't help but notice, that must be the symbol for Westfold, right? Erkenbrand's banner. Alright, and then this must be the gatehouse. Alright, they gotta reinforce the gatehouse. Totally agree. Hey, Háma.
The tides of war bring you once again to the king's shore, my friend.
That's right. No, this time I will not take your weapons or keep you from seeing Théoden. Now I am pleased you are here, and I hope that your skill in battle is as great as I am told. Déorwine and I seek to reinforce the doors of this guardhouse, but it is to be hoped that the forces of Saruman do not get this far into the deep. Yeah, we'll see. Still, it is good to be prepared. You tell Háma of your meeting with Leoferth in Brockbridge, and the doorward sighs heavily. Thank you for the news of my father. He has been in poor health for many years, but I am glad to know that he thinks of his son from time to time. He is often in my thoughts. If there is some measure of glory to be had in the hours ahead, I hope it is my lot to make Leoferth proud. You will, Háma, you will. Hey, Déorwine.
We must hope Saruman's armies do not breach the dike. These doors will not hold long.
Right. Well, yeah. You're trying to reinforce the doors, right? There's not enough sturdy wood. That's hard. Háma says I am wrong. I hope he is right. Yeah, I agree. These doors, we could do better than wooden doors here. But there's nothing we can do to... Alright, here's the stablemaster.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Okay, we got Isengard. How do we not have the Isengard? I've been all around Isengard. What? Anyway, let me pop back to Edoras quickly and just close that loop so I don't, like, it's going to bother me. But notice we've already gotten an answer to my question. Théoden is here. So the problem is not that Gimli is out of place. The problem is that Gamling is confused. And, you know, that seems to me to track. All right. Let us go and... find that vector quest so I can cross that off my list. It's hard on a completionist, you know, to leave quests behind like that. Okay. Let's see. Should be somewhere around here. Where'd he go? No? Not yet? Okay. Keep going. Round the corner and... oh, there we are. Hey there, Gandalf. You riding hither and thither across the land, are you? Okay, you have great need. Okay, excellent. King Théoden has ridden to Helm's Deep, I've heard, in a great change of plan, but I have not time to explain. I must search for Erkenbrand, Grimbold, Elfhelm, and their company, for they are missing since the fords fell to the enemy. Ride along the road and find the king. Help him if he needs help, and then help me find the lords of Westfold. Well, I'd be delighted to do that. Okay, so I'm going to now approach Helm's Deep from the other way. Okay, that's all good. I will search first. Okay. Good. Well, see, I'd like the other view, because then I'll get a chance to see like Grimslade from the other side. Let's get the full Westfold effect here. Having taken the back road, we'll take the front road here. Okay. In the meantime, let's answer a lore question, because once I get to exploring Helm's Deep, you know, it's going to be it for lore questions, because I'll have too much to look at and talk about. But let me pause while I read for a second. Okay. Melith. Okay, Melith was just asking, why does Sam suddenly know how to speak Elvish when he picks up the file of Galadriel and Cirith Ungol? The text makes it sound almost as if he's possessed by something for the moment. How would that work? Yeah, I would say inspired, but there is clearly magic afoot. His it's the power of Galadriel in the file, and of course the light of Eärendil's star. But it's a sign. His speaking, like, you know, his busting out into Quenya the way he does, is a sign that he is. Oh, here we go. Look, we got folks. A sign that he is being assisted, right, with Elvish power, with Galadriel's power. And by the way, that moment, I really like the combination, like the transition when he's speaking Elvish words, right? Remember, Frodo is also inspired when he is holding the file down inside Cirith Ungol, right? When he's like advancing to meet the eyes, right? When he repels Shelob underground, there is what Sam would call elf magic at work there, right? His own will is being amplified. The light. Which is, you know, the light from the Silmaril, the light of Eärendil's star, but also the power of Galadriel is entering into Cirith Ungol there, but it's boosted by his will. The interaction between Frodo's will and you can see it in that moment. He chooses, right? He steps forth to meet the eyes. It's his own courage. It's his own will, but then it's backed up by the power of Galadriel through the file. And you can see the same thing with Sam, right? When Sam speaks in Elvish, when he's attacking Shelob, we can see the Elvish power that is, you know, kind of adding, but then we see his will as well. I love the transition when he is speaking Elvish and then he's like, well, come now, you filth, right? And that, like, that's Sam speaking, right? Like, you know, he speaks in his own. He speaks in Elvish, and then he speaks very clearly in his own idiom, right? And it's clear when his own will is being engaged, right? When his own will is being expressed. You know, just really emphasizes the fact this is not just Sam being a vessel, right? This is not Sam being possessed. Possessed, I think, is important. It's importantly the wrong word. It's not just a nitpick. Possessed would suggest someone else's will is taking over him and working through him like he's just a puppet. That is not the case. He is not being a puppet. His will, he is making the choice. He is doing it's his heart, it's his courage, but it's also being backed up right? That's why I think inspired is a better way of thinking of that than possessed. But there's definitely inspiration there. There's definitely power from outside that is coming in, and it's Galadriel's power. That's part of what the file does. Is it enables them to kind of call upon the light of the Silmarils, this, the elvish power of Galadriel, and even again extending back through the connection to the Silmaril and the Star of Eärendil, really kind of places like the resources, the spiritual resources, of like the elvendom of the elder days, right at their backs, in some ways which are dramatic but also a little vague. Like, it's not clear exactly what it does. But it does seem fairly clear. There are several references, I think, that make it clear that if not for their own courage and their own wills and their own choices, it wouldn't do very much. It isn't like the file of Galadriel is a charm, which, like, if you carry it in your pocket, it automatically repels evil creatures, in a 15-foot radius or something like that. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's not a passive. It's not a passive thing. It seems to arise in response to their wills. Now, Phil, you're certainly right that Sam knows a bit of Elvish, I think, but he doesn't speak it. And I think it's pretty clear he doesn't know what he's saying. He himself does not understand his words when he says what he says. Melith is very right to say that it sounds like something has come upon him. I totally understand why you would use the word possessed there, because it's like he's not the one driving the bus, right, when he's speaking. But again, it's not that his will is being. I think it's an important distinction. It's not his will that's being taken over, but there is an outside power kind of coming into him there. Okay. Anyway, refugee. Oh dear, okay. A stranger on the road at such a time? How can this be? You had best go back to where you came from. Well, the Shire's a long way away, dude. This is no place to be wandering. We make for Helm's Deep, the last great stronghold in the Westfold. The fords of Eisen are lost. Have you not heard? Erkenbrand is gone as our Grimbold and Elfhelm. Our last hope is at the mighty Hornburg. If the people of the Westfold make for Helm's Deep, then perhaps Théoden's company did as well. We know they did. Is that... is there, like, really much doubt about that? Okay, let's interview more refugees. You ask the man if he or his fellows need any assistance. I thank you, stranger, but no. We hope to reach the Hornburg by nightfall. The enemy will not dare to strike us there. Oh, yeah. We shall make good time when our horses are rested. If I could make a suggestion, Mr. Refugee Dude, maybe arrive before nightfall, if possible. I'd hoof it if I were you. Okay. And okay, that's the burned out city again. Yep, still on fire. Okay. And all right, so we're going around, right? Northern Swing Grimslade. I couldn't see from the road. Love the waterfall there. That's right from up by the Stone Deans. Ah, carrion birds. I like the different labels that basically the same birds are being given all over the place. Now emphasizing carrion birds because, of course, we're near the battle. All right. Oh, dear. Going straight through Marston, huh? Marton? Marton. No S. Okay. Hang on. I better put on my hat. There we go. Putting on my hat. Looking around to see if I get any landscape quests in Marton. No, not seeing anything. I've discovered the Marton farmlands, such as they are. No, okay. All right, I'll head back down. I kind of feel like I should be finishing all of the, you know, I guess I do the Deeping-coomb and then then they'll send me to Grimslade and Marton. Yeah. Just kind of feels like Helm's Deep should be last, you know? But, okay. All right. That's fine. Let's go back and discover Helm's Deep again. Now entering the Deeping-coomb. I love the name of the Deeping-coomb. I love Tolkien's use of the ing ending like that. Yeah, Hollow exactly. It seems most natural, right? I'm like, I feel like I'm skipping Grimslade and Marton. I believe you that I'll be sent back out and stuff, but it feels wrong, right? It does seem like Helm's Deep should be the last part of. Ooh, hey there, army. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Oh yeah, sorry. Hi. Yep. Oh, who's there? Hey, it's Legolas. Hi, Legolas. Hail, friend. Oh, hail, friend. I'm just going to walk into the river, if that's okay with you. Yeah, I'm just going to... Here we are. We're walking into and out of the river. That's great. Yeah. Hey, friend. Okay. All right. And then who do we have here? Oh, it's Aragorn. Okay. And Éomer, I assume? Okay, good. Here, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to dismount. On account of... I don't want to walk into the river again. Okay, and there's King Théoden. I didn't even notice King Théoden standing right there. Okay, let's see. Hi, Aragorn. Hail, friend. Good to see you. Éomer. What's up? Gimli, still over there. Okay. Théoden has arrived. By the way, can I just... Again... It's entirely delightful to me, right, that I can leave Edoras at the same time as Théoden, who hastens to Helm's Deep, right, straight from Edoras, and I can go and explore the entire, oops, not quite so much, the entire, like, north half, 3/4, right? Finish all of Kingstead, help Éowyn with her full preparations to leave, explore all of the broad acres and the stone deans and the Entwood, and still get to Helm's Deep at the same time as he does. Like, what could be better? What could be better? What could be more perfect than being able to be everywhere and do all the things? Hey there, Théoden. Gryfflet, I did not expect to see you here on the eve of the greatest assault Rohan has ever endured. I am glad you are here to aid us and not trapped beyond the gate when it locks behind us. I trust the rest of my realm does not fare so badly as the Westfold, with doughty warriors such as you yourself to defend it. Tell me, what news of the Westamnet? It's complicated, man. Like, I don't even know what the heck is going on up in the north up there. I'm already blanking on the name of the town. What was it called? What's it called? You know, Woodhurst. Oh my goodness. Yeah, things in Woodhurst are a mess. Things in Brockbridge are only a little bit better. Gapholt still has people waiting in line. Like, and I just left them there, lined up on the bridge, unresolved. And there was a spy I was following, and it was super urgent, and then, like, I lost the trail and seemed to have totally lost the thread of that quest, and I met Grima, and he just kind of wandered off. And so things are a bit of a mess, Théoden, not gonna lie. Things are a bit of a mess in the rest of the Westamnet, but I'm sure we'll sort it out. That's my news for you, Théoden. Don't worry, we got it. You ask the king why he and his company turned away from the fords. Would it not be better to block the forces of Isengard from pouring through the gap? It is a just question, Gryfflet, but things have taken a dire turn. Such is the news we received when Gandalf rode off. It is his counsel I follow, and you would be wise to do the same. I had hoped to ride to the fords to aid Erkenbrand, but Gamling here has more current news. Okay. The last great stronghold.
The Westfold burns. Something must be done.
The fords have fallen already, stranger. It is lucky that Théoden King turned his course when he did, for even Erkenbrand and his company could not withstand the might of the enemy. We hold this gate for Erkenbrand and wait now for his return. We have heard naught of him since the second battle at the fords, in which the lords of Westfold were scattered. Have you news of him? Our hope lies in Erkenbrand's strength. He is master of this keep. Erkenbrand is awesome. I always loved Erkenbrand. But I don't have news of Erkenbrand, sadly. Okay. You ask Éomer why the Rohirrim do not attempt to ride the enemy down on the plain, since the riders have such a great advantage on horseback. It is true we are far stronger than any foe on foot, but... But what, Éomer? Come on, spill. It is not my wish to make dire predictions for the fate of my people. I will tell you of the events upon the road, when Gandalf parted from our company and bade us come here. Ooh, instance! Nice.
Théoden's company parted with me upon the road and retreated to Helm's Deep. What news could have reached them that turned them from their path?
Okay. Alright, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Ooh, are we going to meet Ceorl? Yes, we are! Nice! Okay, oh, hang on a second. I feel, I'm shorter than everybody anyway. Alright, this just makes me look pitiful, but memory describes Théoden's encounter with the man they met on the road. Does Éomer ride with you? At last you come, but too late. Alas, you bring too little strength. All has gone evilly since Théoden fell. Yesterday we lost the Eisen and many good men with it. Speak, Ceorl.
We are a strong lot. We will survive.
At night, fresh forces of the enemy came over the river against our encampment. All Isengard must be empty now, and Saruman has armed the hillmen and the herdfolk of Dunland, and these he also loosed upon us. We were overpowered. The shield wall is broken. Erkenbrand has drawn off those men he could gather, but the rest are scattered. We know nothing of Erkenbrand, or Grimbold, or Elfhelm. Where is Éomer? Tell him that no hope lies ahead. I love this scene. This is one of my favorite scenes in the Two Towers, actually. We should turn back to Edoras before the warriors of Isengard come there. And then Théoden steps forward. Come, Ceorl, and stand before me. I am here. And then he kneels. The last host of the Eorlingas rides forth, and it will not return without battle. Command me, my king. And pray pardon me, You thought I remained in Meadowseld, hunched like an old tree beneath winter's snow. So it was when you went to war, but a west wind has shaken the branches. Come, Ceorl, and despair no longer. Let us ride to Erkenbrand's aid. No, Théoden, you must ride at once to Helm's Deep. Do not go to the fords of Eisen, and tarry not in the plain. I must leave. Shadowfax must bear me on a swift errand. Aragorn, Éomer, keep well the Lord of the Mark until I return, and wait for me at Helm's Gate. Farewell. Shadowfax is in slow mode there. What could that mean? Was that Háma speaking? No, I suspect it means that Gandalf Greyhame has need of haste. Ever he comes and goes unlooked for. If Wormtongue were here, he would not find it hard to explain. I suppose that is true, but for myself I shall wait until we see Gandalf again. Perhaps you will wait long. Nice. Oh, they did almost the whole thing. That was sweet. Oh, then there's Gimli riding on Éomer's horse. Very good. Hey there, Firefoot. I can't click on Firefoot, huh? Okay. Éomer's tale is done. You should now return your thoughts to the men gathered at Helm's gate, waiting for Gandalf and hoping that Erkenbrand will return soon. Very cool. Oh, sorry guys. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Scar, and let me not break through your conversation here. Okay. All right, Éomer. Do you not see, Gryfflet? More likely than not, this is to be the last stand of the Rohirrim. The Hornburg is our best hope in surviving this night. The enemy sends all of his might to meet us at this very place. If he wants a fight, he will have it. Join us, friend. We will make the White Hand rue the day they set foot on this land. Okay. Oh, okay, get a little ring action here. Okay. Whew. All right. Gamling has told us that Erkenbrand left many men to defend the Dike, but that all are too old, like him, or too young. Will you cheer up the men? It is likely long since they have had a smile, a jest, or a sympathetic look. They know that they will not likely survive this night. Okay, I'll cheer them up. Hey, look, your odds of survival are not so very bad as that, fellas. Okay, it is good to see you again. I know that you have acquired some expertise in your travels. Tell me, what do you think of these fortifications? Well, I was looking at them, and, well, I think it's really interesting to see, you know, the older stonework is the better, which will not surprise you, Gimli. You'll notice the same thing in Minas Tirith. And the stonework is the newer stonework is a little sloppy, but they've, you know, they put the wooden spikes up, which is not bad, you know. The Rohirrim claim that none can break the wall, and the Hornburg will be the safest place in all of Rohan. I have my own thoughts on the matter. Will you have a look around and tell me what you think? Sure, no problem. Let's dismount. I gotta tell jokes, apparently. Ooh, hang on. I gotta look at the gate. What do we think about this? The portcullis slot. The gate is well kept and hardy, but could easily be crushed by enemy siegecraft. Right, yeah, it's a little on the flimsy side, but, you know, it's still nice. Hang on. Oh, this is a dude. Oh, no. Hey, Legolas. It's you. I was going to tell you a joke, but you probably don't need a joke. I'm glad to see you again, Gryfflet, even at this dark hour. Have you seen what marches forth across the plains? This will be a fell night indeed. Will Rohan fall? Legolas looks out northward, his keen eyes searching the long plains of the Westfold. You should look for yourself. Well, from my dubious vantage point, I will look. A creeping darkness and smoke of the burning waste left by the marching enemy. The destruction is vast indeed. Alas for the fair men and women of Rohan. Saruman's wrath approaches swiftly. You saw it too. It seems that Erkenbrand has left many archers to man the wall. I wonder how soon their arrows will be spent. Okay, so I should count barrels of arrows. Okay. No other quest givers here? Okay, excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, pardon me. Then I'll continue to... Do I get to go upstairs? I guess I'll go upstairs. How do I get upstairs? Let's look for the ways around. And I haven't found anybody to... No, not over here. I guess I can go over there. Okay. Over here past Thurkettle. So, by the way, Thurkettle... Where's he from again? I'm completely blanking on Thurkettle. I feel like I've never even heard the name before. I know I have, but I don't remember it. Does anybody else remember where that dude is from? I haven't seen him before? I was told to greet him like an old friend. He's new? Okay, so it's not just me. All right, here we are up on the... there's another, like, ramp. Why on earth would anyone go through the gate? Good grief. There's like a, you know, welcome mat over here. Good night. The fortification is strong, but it will not keep. This is not a strong. This isn't a fortification. This is a highway past the defenses. Yes, they could crush the gate with their siege weapons, but why should they bother? For goodness sakes. Anybody want me to tell you a joke or something? Oh, and I'm counting barrels of arrows. One barrel of... Oh, no, that counts as one, apparently. I can't help, I'm trapped. Well, there you go, that's an effective barricade, I guess. Oh, look, a nice little platform. See, yeah, look at this. A nice set of Gondorian flag work here, flagstones, with like a little wooden shed attached to it, right? Okay. Hey guys, nobody needs a little humor? Supposed to be up here doing like a dance. What are you up to? Who are you kicking? You kicking at your commanding officer? You're really frustrated. You're trying to pull the bow, but you're holding it backwards. And this really makes you angry, so then you kick at things. Alright, well, let's see. However will I slay orcs and uruks when my hands will not stop shaking? I haven't felt calm since Gamling handed me a sword. I have never seen a battle before, and I am terrified. I cannot stop thinking about the blood or the pain. Will I be able to act when I am needed? I am so restless, but I wish to be calm like my fellows. Okay. Ease this man's fears. Okay. How do I do that? Shouldn't I get a progress bar that says, like, cheering or something? Okay. Maybe I should have looked from up here. Oh, yeah, you can see all the way to the burned out city from here. Okay. I don't think there's anything... Oh, right, there's the highway. Or is that a second highway? Okay, right, we do have some more barrels of arrows. Two barrels of arrows. Okay, and another defender whom I think I'm helpless to cheer. When I was a younger man riding out to my first war, my fellow soldier would sing before every battle, and our hearts were stronger when we rode. He had a fair voice and clear, and he sang of peace, war, life, and death. Nobody sings today. Everyone is silent and afraid. I long to hear a song, but I daren't raise my own voice. I am so tone-deaf that I am afraid Gamling would have me thrown off the dike. Okay. All right, so I'm observing what... Oh, we've got another kicking dude. There's this epidemic of frustrated kicking going on. That's a bad look in Defenders of the Dike. Okay, we're continuing. We're nailing down the stone platform. That's good. Oh, look, is this another, like, invitation? Yes, yes it is. Okay, more places where the orcs can just come waltzing straight in. I count three. 3 of those. I have rarely seen a less defensible line of defense. But of course you see that's in the book. There are breaches in the dike. And that's why Éomer says they can't really hope to hold the dike. And goodness knows, there is no hope of holding this. With all these ways up. But see, here's the thing. That's not just a breach in the dike. That's like a massive oversight on the part of the Gondorians who built this. It never occurred to them? 3 arrows. Okay. Anybody need cheering up? Anybody that I can fail to cheer over here? Seriously, what am I supposed to do with those guys? I mean, I could sing them a song, but, like, singing was not apparently an option. This guy's just, like, driving nails into that post. Stay busy, man. Maybe it helps. Okay. 4. Well, I'm making progress on the arrow counting anyway. Oh, I get to go to Helm's Gate and count arrows there too. How about potatoes? All right. Oh, I like this. This is nice, this little outcropping of rock, which enables you to attack armies down there in the valley from the side as well. That's cool. Not to mention a forward lookout post, which is handy. Oh, so I have to emote to them. Oh. Okay. All right. I'll go back to I'll see if I can do it with the other guys. Oh, let's see. And there's another path down, right? Just like welcome the orcs up the hill here. Fortification. I observe that there are no real fortifications. It's not strong, in fact. I'm sorry. It's not strong. Strong is not the word I would use here. Or rather, where it exists, it is strong. But there are lots of places where it does not exist. It's Helm. Right, and you can see it, right? Yeah, there it is. Helm Hammerhand. H-A-M-E-R-H-A-N-D. Yep, Helm Hammerhand. Huh. That's a real twisty horn. Is that like a long aurochs horn? I've never seen a battle before, but my father has seen many. He is so fearsome that orcs throw down their arms and surrender to him, so my grandmother tells me. My father is probably forcing orcs to surrender near the fords right now. I'm sure he is. I do not think I am strong enough to kill many orcs, but if I am fearsome enough, perhaps they will surrender to me. Do you think I am fearsome? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, let's see. How do I convince this dude that he's fearsome? Maybe I, like, cower in front of him? Is there a cower emote? I don't even remember. I don't know my emotes really well. I cower in fear before him? Did that help? No? That didn't help. Do I salute him? No, that didn't help either. Do I surrender to him? Is there a surrender emote? Yes! Nice! Woohoo! I did it. Okay. I didn't even know there was a surrender emote. Okay, excellent. Alright, so, let's continue looking at the largely non-existent... I thought that was a milestone, but it's not. Okay, and here's another beautiful path for the orcs. Let's see, well, I also notice that this fortification doesn't exist either. It is not strong, in fact. No, I disagree. There is a highway there for the enemy. Oh, it is so easy to foresee all of the running back and forth from one spot to another. That's gonna... I thought I already counted all the arrows over here. Oh, no, I guess It said in Helm's Gate, but that's up. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. Okay, here's another defender that needs cheering. Let's see what we can do here. Hey there, man. Have you ever looked out at the beauties of the plains and known it was to be your last look at the grasses touching the sky? Nay, do not protest. This is my last battle. I make my stand here and I will not retreat. My old legs aren't much, they cannot march, and they certainly cannot run. Here I will stand until I die. I only hope to kill 100 Uruks before I go. Okay, you should honor him and submit yourself to him as you would to a king. Submit? Is there a submit emote? No. There's a bow? Yes. Okay. Good job, brave old dude. Nice. I really like the emphasis on, you know, the way that they're really emphasizing. Wait, where's the other fortification I'm missing? Something down over here. Yet another path for the orcs to come up. Yep, there it is. Don't you tell me this is strong, because leaving a gap you could drive a freight train through, not a strong defense. It's just not. Wouldn't keep out even a moderately sized, even a small force of Uruks, because the fortifications are irrelevant. They can just walk around them in 6 different places. Ludicrous. Okay, I return to Gimli, return to Legolas, and I gotta finish my cheering up. Now that I know what to do. Okay. Alright. Hey there, raiders. Good. Oh. Hang on. Somebody left sparkly fire here. I already checked out and strongly disapproved of these so-called fortifications over here. But really, it's a poor plan. Okay, I gotta take a... There we go. Across the bridge. Alright. Where was that first guy? He was over here, wasn't he? No. No, he was not. He was in the next platform over. Okay, we've got a guy driving nails into posts again. Anything you need to do to stay busy. Though you might try erecting a barrier in a useful place. Like, what are you trying to do here? Prevent the enemy from from hurling themselves against this wall? Cunningly ambush them. I know a much better place for this barricade. Like blocking the opening. Just a suggestion. Okay, here we go. Back to this first dude now that I know what to do. I wish to be calm like my fellows. Okay, let's see. Is there a reassure? Encourage? No. Is there a cheer? No, that's like hooray. That's not the one. He wishes to be what did he say again? Ease his fears. I don't know. I got nothing. Let's see. Isn't there a list? Collections? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, what do we have here? Wow, there are lots of options. Let's see. Dance? No, no. Beg? Probably not. Assist? I doubt it. Board? Congratulate? Cower. Fidget, no, probably not. Giggle, I doubt it. Hug? That doesn't seem quite the right thing, you know, hugging in this environment. There's Neil. I doubt he needs a smooch. Probably won't be impressed with flirting. Let's see. Posturing, staring, whistling, yawning, waving. There's not much in the way of... Should I clap for him? Doesn't seem quite right. Assist? Charge? Bother? Yeah, that can't help. Okay, how about, I'll try, what was I just, not burp. Let's try charge. Haha. Oh, did it actually do it? I can't tell. My window's too big here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's try, charge. I start to charge the defender. Okay, no, that's really not what I wanted. How about attack? No, I don't want to actually attack him. Like, raise the spirits of calm? Wait, he wants to be calm. I can calm him. Right, there's a calm emote. Like a horse. There we go. All right, I calmed him. Excellent. Okay. Right, got it. Okay, I didn't see that one. I'm glad I pulled out the list. I would not have thought of that for a long time. Mostly, especially because I think of calming as something you do to horses. So I basically just came up to him and I'm like, there, boy, it's okay. I stroked his nose, did I? And spoke soothing words into his ear. Okay, Mr. Defender, you want some fair music. So I'm gonna, can I sing? There we go. Okay, that one was easy. All right. Yeah, horses and babies, Catriona, exactly. Okay, all right. Good, we, oh wait. Talk to Siegfirth? Where's Siegfirth? Oh, those are atop the wall. Okay, so those are later on. Okay, fine. All right. Yeah, I gave him a carrot. Exactly, right. Yeah, I think he feels better. Okay. Oh, wait, I know a shortcut down to where everybody is. Let's just walk down this beautiful path that they left. Oh, yeah. What could be easier? Here we go. Look. Yeah, and they put this nice barricade which doesn't block anything, but it, like, helps people to find it. Oh, no, but this river will stop them. Oh, wait, except it's ankle deep on a hobbit, so maybe not so much. Well, Legolas, there were 5 barrels of air, well, 5 sets, about 20. Erkenbrand has left these men well stocked, but it will not be enough. Perhaps the first line of enemy soldiers will fall, but more will take their place, and they will crash upon the Hornburg like the sea on a castle of sand. Well, that's cheerful, Legolas. Okay, Gimli. Yeah, Gimli. Come on. Level with me. You think this is as awful as I do, right? You quietly relay your observations to Gimli. A Could not have said it better myself. There is good, strong rock here, but it is not enough. I fear for these men, doughty though they are. Tonight I expect to make a great stand at the Hornburg, and if it is my last battle, I will take many an Uruk with me. Yep, not impressed. Alright, I cheered folks up, gave them carrots. You did a kind thing to cheer up those men while your own heart probably needs cheering itself. It is weary work to give courage to others. Alas, that these troubled times must be ours. I only hope that we survive the night. All right, too young and too old. Again, I love that, because of course that's emphasized in the text. You know, most of these men have seen too many summers, like myself, or too few, like my son's son here. Where is his son's son, by the way? Where's Gamling's grandson? Hey, Gamling, where's your grandson? We got to meet Gamling's grandson. That's exactly the kind of minor character, like so minor it's only alluded to that he's there, right? And I expect to like get to know him and like do quests with him around Helm's Deep, hoping we still get the chance.
The Westfold burns. Something must be done.
If you wish to know about the state of things in Westfold, I am glad to tell you all that I know. Erkenbrand, the Lord of Helm's Deep, took command of the ford after Prince Theodred fell. Elfhelm was with him, and Grimbold too, and Grimbold is the Thane of Grimslade, a town to the east. I do not know what happened at the fords of Isen, but I do know that all of Westfold braces for war, and awaits news of the scattered lords, for enemies of Isengard now roam free. They march here even now as we speak. If Erkenbrand and the others can get here, we have a chance to survive. If they do not... Gamling trails off. Okay, yeah, by all means, tell me what I can do in Westfold, Éomer. If you wish to help the Westfold and Rohan, think to helping yourself. Seek shelter in the Hornburg and defend it with us. Yeah, but no, there are quests in Grimslade. I want to go see Grimslade. If reports hold true, it is folly to roam the plains right now. Yes, we need Erkenbrand, but can he get here in time, if he even lives? You thank Éomer for his advice, disappointed by the fact that he didn't send you to Grimslade. But you wonder what Gandalf would have you do. Yeah. Aragorn, what do you think? I cannot advise you easily, Gryfflet. I truly worry that those of us who ride on to the Hornburg will not live to see the morning, but I believe that crossing the plains of the Westfold before Saruman's army will mean certain death. Yet the hope lies in Gandalf. For myself, I will stay and defend Théoden and Rohan with my life, for Rohan has ever been an ally to my people. I hope that Gandalf can find Erkenbrand in time. Right, okay. Yep, now Théoden, will you send me to Grimslade? So you have decided to part ways here? Have I? I have? Are you sending me off? I pray for your safe return, and I hope that there is still time to draw swords with you at the Hornburg. Okay, I didn't know I was leaving, but okay, I'm glad to leave. Good luck with your search for Erkenbrand. I'm searching for Erkenbrand? That sounds like fun. Be careful. The Westfold is not what it once was. The enemy has claimed this land. The battle at the Hornburg will decide the fate of Rohan. Don't worry, I can go tour all of the Westfold and still be back in time for the battle, because that's how I roll. I do not know where Erkenbrand would go after the fords of Isen fell. Perhaps with Grimbold back to the town of Grimslade. Yeah, we better check Grimslade, just to make sure, you know. Or perhaps to Marton, which lies closer to the gap. About that. Or perhaps elsewhere. I urge you to begin your search in Marton, for many men bear news thither as soon as they have news to bear. Good luck to you. Now, I know I will see you again soon. Okay, you totally rode through Marton on the way here, Théoden, right? Okay. Woohoo! Off to Marton. And still time. No problem, Théoden. I'm glad to hear that I'm leaving. That was news. But absolutely, I will search for news of Erkenbrand. Bye, guys. Go defend the Hornburg. It's a good plan. Okay, so the epic quest is basically going to lead me to the beginning of the Helm's Deep sequence, right? So I'll wait on that. Okay. But we'll head up to Marton. Entering the Westfold. Okay. All right, ZS Gamer says, any thought on what kind of LOTRO Marathon we'll have this year? Well, I mean, I assume my plan is to move on with Wigand. I wonder how much. Do you guys think? Remember, Wigand is kind of at the beginning of Mordor. All right, here we got some landscape quests here. What do we have? Fires in the fields. The farmlands of Marton burned, torched by marauding orcs that conquered the town. A well stands nearby. Draw water and put out the fires. Okay. Quench the fires of the Marton fields. Marton steeds can be heard neighing in the farmlands. The many corpses also litter the fields. Investigate why the orcs slaughtered some and let others live. Okay. Favored steeds. Fair enough. Draw water from the well. I put on my hat. Draw water from the well. So we're okay. The well is right, and then so I got 7 fires, and then examine slain horses, and I got to free horses, and presumably I'll get other quests as we proceed in. Here, where? What? Wait, what am I even doing? Do this on foot, Gryfflet, for crying out loud. Okay. Oh no, thought that was a gate. Just a slight gap in the wall. Anyway, so here's the thing. Wigand is not doing the completionist thing. With Wigand, I'm trying to rush ahead as I can and do just like follow the epic quest line, basically to get as far through the main story as I can there. That's my plan with Wigand. Gryfflet is coming along behind and doing the completionist thing to get the full story, which is great. Which is why I've done the main Helm's Gate storyline, but there were so many side quests that I skipped on the way through. So I'm looking forward to doing the full story, and hopefully, as I say, I am counting on the fact that I'm going to get to know Gamling's grandson. Like, that needs to happen. I insist. Okay, the Westfold town of Marton is now utterly occupied by violent orc invaders, and I need to kill a bunch. Sure, was expecting that. Okay, and that archer had a quest, but it was the same one. All right. Anyway, so here's my question. If I'm focused just on the epic line, what are my chances of completing Mordor in one marathon? What do we think? Is that... I have no idea. Like, I have absolutely no idea if that's reasonable or not. I mean, I did do all of Moria in one stretch. That was with Gryfflet, and before I started being a completionist with Gryfflet, which didn't really start until Dunland, where I was like absolutely seduced into it by the way that all the quest lines in Dunland were so tight. Like, I loved the way that they all came together and linked one to another to the continual unfolding story of Dunland. I just loved the Dunland narrative and was drawn in by it. And so, like, before I knew it, I was like being a completionist. And now I've been like doing Rohan for how long now, Phil? 68 episodes or so. It's been like a year and a half at least, by calendar that I've been doing this. Rohan, I mean. But anyway, let's see, where's the... Oh, no, there's a horse corpse. All right. Oh, no, just a corpse. Might as well examine the body. Cause of death, orc. Okay, right. But it had some valuables which need to go to a good home. Maybe I can try to find that dude's heirs, and give them the family jewels and whatnot. Okay. Okay, yeah. So today is 80. Holy cow, Phil! It's even more than I thought. Rohan. So yeah, we must be 2 years. What was the date of Rohan Ramblings 1? Of when I first got to Rohan at last. It's gotta be 2 years, fully 2 years by this point. Yeah. Anyway, so, but anyway, yeah. So I back to Mordor. June 30th, 2019, huh? JJ says, according to YouTube. June 2019. So yeah, 2 years, just over 2 years, right? Look at that. Not bad. 2 years to Helm's Deep. It'll take us a little while longer, no doubt. Okay, where's the wells? I'm not near any wells, but there's something over here. Okay, there's an orc captain, but I don't seem to need him. Oh, but he needs me, apparently. Okay. No problem. We're... Oh, come on. Alright. Let's see. We should be able to take out these guys. I'm watching my morale to make sure I don't die, which is always a possibility. Let's just heal a little bit here. Now it's down to you and me, Mr. Orc Captain. I'll just stun you a tad. And then we should be good. I don't think I had a quest for you, though. Which means I might have to come back and kill you again if I'm not careful. Okay. Now, back to stealth mode. At least I got 2 orcs worth out of that. Okay, so none of these guys are attached to... Which one is that? Okay, this is the Favored Steeds quest. I'm close to a Favored Steed quest ring. Is there an imprisoned horse around here somewhere? I haven't found a single well to draw water to put out fires. Oh, there's a banner. Shouldn't I have a quest to... Did they erect those in haystacks? Oh, well, that's awful tempting, isn't it? I'm attacking the banner? Okay. Oh, good, that did trigger a quest. Orcs have planted their banners. These crude flags are an insult to the Rohirrim and should be torn down. Okay. So they set them up in haystacks, but I don't set them on fire, despite the manifold temptation of that. Seems kind of convenient. Okay. Alright, so I'll just tear them down then. That's fine. We can do that. Okay. Alright, so... Mordor. I mean, I kind of am wanting to do things in order, especially since Wigan is only level 100, so, ish. 100-ish. So I don't, jumping way ahead is going to be counter-indicated. 103, yeah, something like that. Round about there. Okay, hang on. Oh, here's the dead horses. Okay. This steed is pale of coat. Oh, I see, right. They kept the black horses. Yeah. Lots of pale-coated horses. Makes sense. Inspecting the dead bodies of horses. Okay, right. Gryfflet starts to notice a trend. Okay. Oh, dear. That mounted dude has a quest ring. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, but there's another banner here. Anyway, so yeah. So I don't know what you guys think. How many like books are there in Mordor? If I oh wait, what's this quest ring for up here? Oh, the dark horses. I need to set them free, so you, I'm afraid, Mr. Defiler, are going to have to go. Hey, don't you call me a Snaga. Snaga yourself. Okay. The dark horses they've kept alive. Right, so let's set them free. There you go. I'm going to free the first, second, and third horses before that Defiler respawns. Okay. The White Hand Orcs had planned to use the darker horses for perhaps a worse fate than the slain ones, to parade them around as their own, decorated with a white hand of Isengard. The good beasts would surely have been twisted and abused in the service of their new masters. Hopefully the beasts will have the sense to run east, away from the coming war. That's not really, well, you know, I guess short-term gain, long-term loss as far as the avoiding of war is concerned, but that's okay. All right, hey, look. The banner respawned. Instead of hunting for new ones, I'll just destroy this one 3 or 4 times. Exactly, yes. Naga does mean slave. Exactly. Okay, that means this banner probably respawned. Yes, it did. How convenient. Okay. Drowsnake, I also love that Sauron is committed to an aesthetic, and apparently Saruman is emulating him, right? Though we talked about the whole white hand thing, right? The white hand and the black hand. So it's a little bit surprising, actually, that he's committing to the Sauron-esque aesthetic. You'd think he'd be going for white horses. Okay. I've torn down several flags many times from the defiled haystacks. As swiftly as they could re-erect the banners, we took them down. Okay. So there's a few more orcs I've got to do, and I'm going to have to get around to those mounted dudes, unfortunately. Now, to find that well. Let's go back in. I'll come back. I'll save the mounted riders for last. I agree that if you put a white hand on a white horse, it's, you know, the white on white effect is not going to be very striking, you know, but yeah, I guess the white on black is a little bit more of his, you know, idiom there. Fits a little bit better with Saruman's own personal aesthetic. I get that. Hey, look, I've discovered Marton. Oh, here it is. Right. Dude, I've literally stood in this spot before. Marton's new Thane, an evil orc leader named Rip Mausch, has set himself up upon the Thane's seat in the mead hall and now mockingly titles himself Thane. This quest is intended to be challenging. All right. Okay. I assume that's not that dude, right? He's in the mead hall, so. Okay, it's possible that some people did not escape. Search for hidden places where townsfolk might be trapped. Okay, I'll look for survivors. That's great. Okay. Is this like a root cellar over here? And, oh, hey there, refugees. Is this a well? But it's not the well I need. This is not the well I'm looking for. Okay, nice deep well, though. Hey there, Mr. Refugee.
There are not enough curses in the world.
I'd hoped our Thane would set these orcs straight, but the enemy is many and our warriors are still at the fords of Isen. It grieves me that Glad Sunu will come back to this. Would that we could have saved Marton. Well, I didn't rescue him so much as find him, but I guess that's still a win. Alright, I'll look for other farmers. I'll go to the mead hall and find the new is that the mead? That's the mead hall up there. Okay. So where's the well? Yeah, Drowsnake, I agree with you. It is interesting, isn't it, that he uses the white hand even though he's rejected white. But remember that that's his, I was about to say objection, that's not quite right. His issue with white, right, his rejection of white is in a Gandalfian context, right? As far as his own title is concerned, right? His old role of the white is too limiting for him now, right? So he objects to white in that context, but I don't think that he's going to have like a rainbow badge, right? Because he's now Saruman of many colors. Okay, I thought from my map that there was like refugees around here. I think that's what my... Isn't that what my blue rings are? Yeah. Okay. I'll keep looking. There's got to be one around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Another root sour. Okay. Oh, she is ready to fight. She's going to come in with a right hook. No, I'm not an orc. Nor are you my thane, who fought at the fords and has not been heard from. Does this mean that Glad Sunu is dead and cannot take back our town? I was waiting for him. You tell the farmer that it would be wise to flee, for the town is certainly far from secure. Yeah. In ashes is pretty far from secure, I agree. There is a cave of sorts to the north where we go in case of danger. Head to the cave. That sounds like a plan. Okay. Anyway, I keep mistaking the flying ashes for... I see I've got no quest for wargs. Oops. Well, that guy has a quest for me, apparently. Oh, and so does that guy. Isn't that lovely? We're just a gathering place for wargs now. I don't think killing you is going to spark a quest. Okay. Oh, that's the Packmaster, isn't it? Oop. Didn't see that coming. That's okay. Should be paying better attention. Alright. Stealth. If you had stealthed properly last time, Gryfflet, you wouldn't have this problem. Okay. Now the wells are somewhere around. Don't know what's wrong. Why I can't see... Oh, I've already been down there. That's what I just did, isn't it? The farmers don't respawn. Yeah, right. This is the farmer. Still heading towards the cave, are we? Okay. Are Horn and Nana in this cave as well? Yeah, now they're finding their own cave. No, it's right there off hunting the Falcon Clan. Oh, wait, hark! I see a well. Hooray! Alright, let me get back around here. Wending my way out through the broken fence. That looks like a well. Yes, it is. Okay, fine. I'll fight the farm raider since I'm gonna get quests for him anyway. Here, wait a second. Will you fight? Will you stay if I dismount? Hang on. Will you fight me on foot? Can I fight you from here? No, stay around. You won't come up and stay? Because that'd be awful nice. No, fine. Okay, I'll mount. I'll mount. Let's do this the dizzy-making way, if you insist. But I'm like doing nothing to this guy. What is wrong with my offensive skills? Why am I doing, like, damage in the 3 figures here? Oh, that was a little better. Now he's hiding. Cowering by the wall from the might of Gryfflet and Carrion. Oh, I hate the obstacles that are making the camera flash. Okay, we'll go round and round the stump as long as I can attack you from the other side of it. That seems to work out reasonably well. It's a good thing that this isn't tedious or anything. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay. Please tell me I don't have to kill 12 of them. 4. Nice. I can do 4. Okay. All right. It's one well. Or did that not work? Do I have to be on foot for this? No, I didn't have to be on foot for this. So where's the fires? Okay. I'll put my hat on. And I'll head to the... Right, that way the wargs won't attack me. And... where are the fires to put out? I mean, I see lots of fires, but I don't know which ones I'm supposed to put out. Is this a fire to be... No. Oh, it's another well, though. Maybe I'm supposed to put out this fire over here. No. How about this fire? Oh, there's a fire I'm supposed to put out. No, not ride through. Carry on. Okay. Here we go. Let's douse this one. I gotta dismount for this. Okay. That is one effective bucket right there. Do I have to go back to the well in between? Okay. All right. Since I have to be on foot, I'll stay on foot. Okay, so anyway, Plan Mordor. I got, you know, in my last one, I got all the way through from... So I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, didn't I last year in my marathon get from the aftermath of the Pelennor Field all the way through to the Black Gate, through the whole battle of the Black Gate? I think I did. So if I could do that in one sitting, could I also do from... I did a little bit inside Mordor. Like from inside the gates of Mordor. I've already started Mordor. But I'm still pretty close to the beginning. If I go from the beginning of Mordor all the way through to whatever the end of Mordor is, I don't even know. Because, of course, it's post throwing in of the ring. Yeah. Okay, so you got past but the level jump plus the new mechanic involving light equipment makes that impossible. The problem is the level jump. What is the level jump? I won't be able... 115 quests. Okay. Okay. Here, I'm sneaking around with a bucket of water. Okay. We mount up again. Take out that raider since I'm here and he's here, and it depends how many days long I want the marathon to be. Okay, so then this is my next question then. Would it be possible if I were to level Wiggend up a little bit? He's at 103 right now. But if I were to beef up Wiggend a little bit, say bump him to up closer to get him up to at least 110, 112, something like that, so that he could get level 115 quests. Oh, come on, that was just rude. Ooh, will you let me fight you on foot? Come on, come back here. Get back over here. I'll chase you around on foot. Yeah. This is working. You're making small enough circles for me to chase you. Ha-ha! Tally-ho! This is ridiculous. I've never done this before. Either they stand and fight or they don't, right? Yeah, come back. Let's do this the low-speed chase again. This is wonderful. It's the best mounted combat ever. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Come here, you're not fooling anyone, you know? Well, there's a war band nearby? Can I stun you? I can, but I didn't stun your warg, so you're still moving. Nice. Okay. Where's the warband? Oh, pretty close, huh? What is the warband, I wonder? Wargs. Possible, but I'm going to pass for now. I'm a completionist, but I'm not that kind of completionist. Okay, but I was putting out fires. Wasn't there a well here? There's a well here, right? Where'd the well go? Let's see. We need to get Wiggend LOE stuff. Okay, let's see. If I get him to 110 and got light equipment, then maybe. Okay, then maybe I could, because again, I'm just doing the epics, right? Just the epic quest lines. That's my aspiration there. If I can get him up to 110, get him some light equipment. Some light equipment. I'm not enunciating that properly. Because it's not that I don't need heavy equipment, right? It's that I need the equipment of light to combat the shadow, right? If I'm understanding that correctly. Then, yeah. Is this a dousable fire? No. That one isn't, but I think this one is. No? Yes. Okay. I feel like I'm accomplishing nothing here in my firefighting activities. But, fortunately, though, I've accomplished nothing 5 out of 7 times already. All right, the Light of Eärendil. Exactly. Okay. All right, so another screwy thing about doing mortar, you have to constantly distinguish between two types of light equipment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. So, right. So I remember, I remembered about the existence of the whole shadow mechanic, which I don't really yet fully understand, but, oh, hi. Can we fight on foot? Huh? How about, look, there's like a warg and a crabine right around here, so will you come in here? That'd be great. I wouldn't mind fighting you. But yeah, no, it's too crowded. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. Chase me this way. Then we can fight in this. But I just picked up a bucket of water. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go put out a fire. Okay? Yeah, stick around. There you go. Yeah, ride around pointlessly in circles. Just long enough for me to get rid of this bucket of water. Boy, where's my next fire? Dousable flame. I'm trying to look for a dousable flame. I thought they respawned or something. The dousables. No. Oh well. Alright. Well, and this guy's not doing me the favor of riding around slowly enough that I can chase him on foot. Come on, man. Enough with the outbuildings. Come out and fight in the field. Come on. There you go. No, stay over here. Okay. All right. So maybe I can think about that. Because, I mean, I definitely want to continue with Wiggins. I mean, I could do a Gryfflet one, but see, Gryfflet is right at Helm's Deep, and I actually already did Helm's Deep as, you know, a marathon. So I'd just be doing, like, exactly the same thing again, except this time with side quests, and so I get less accomplished, you know, which that's not a good idea. Oh, come on, I hate these outbuildings. Stay in the fields, for crying out loud. You're almost dead. Just be patient, and let me slay you, and then everyone will be happy. Including you in the long run, I think, to be perfectly honest. Okay, now maybe this did the dousable fires return? No. Okay, yeah, no, we're all out of fires over here. I only need 2 more fires, I think. So which one is this? The enemy patrol? Is this just the kill the orcs one? Okay, and those are the 2, right? So I gotta go over there anyway. There's the challenge, the new Thane. Fallen to orcs, which one is that? Okay, let's see. The storied tales. You mean the black book and such? So I was gonna skip that. I was gonna save that for Gryfflet because so like the whole point of questing with Wiggin is not to go deep but to go broad, right? Gryfflet goes deep, right? Gryfflet's getting the whole benefit of the whole story. Why am I still mounted? This is ridiculous. So Gryfflet goes deep and does the whole story. With Wiggin, I'm trying to push forward so I can see more of the game. I mean, Gryfflet is still here in Rohan, right? Whereas Wiggin has run on ahead and done all of Gondor, well, gone through all of Gondor, right? And at least sort of seen the whole thing. and then, and he's done, all the way up, to the Black Gate and into Mordor, right? So I want to finish Mordor and then head up north to be able to see the, the Northern Mirkwood stuff and the dwarf holds and all those things. Like, I want to begin to get the stories from all those places. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, right? Like, I have so little time to play that, like, the Standing Stone literally can produce the game faster than I can play it, which is just, like, it's just not right. That should not be. But, okay, is this a douse? There's got to be a dousable fire around here somewhere. Can I douse this fire? No? No. Anyway, so that's why, like, I've heard about the Black Book of Mordor, and it sounds awesome, and I'm really looking forward to doing that, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that when with Wigand, because I want to get through Mordor faster, so I guess I want to see it. And experience the epic quests, the main epic quest thread, but I don't want to get bogged down, because it's, guys know how easy it is for me to get bogged down. Yeah. Okay. Without the Black Book, there's nothing between the fall of the ring and the wedding. The Black Book is the epic? Okay. Well, if it is, then fine. Obviously, then I'll do it. If it's the epic, yeah, that's the whole point. What is this purple patch I'm in? I thought this was enemy patrol? Oh, it's the mounted orcs. Oh, fine. Let me get my last one of them out of the way then while I'm here. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I just kind of want to rip through, like, I want to do the tourist view of Mordor, but I want to advance the epic quest story, so that I can do the epic quest line, in Dale and Erebor and up in Northern Mirkwood. So I can't, I don't want to leave the epic quest line behind there in Mordor. And I need to level up some anyway, so... Alright, well... We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's the direction I'm thinking of. Zach, I'm glad you brought that up, because I kind of need people's help with planning that. So if Wigand is 103 and I need to get him up to, say, 110 in order to start the stream and be able to do all of the epic line, is there a way to get light armor outside of Mordor? Do I have to complete quests? Am I going to have to do a whole bunch of Mordor side quests in order to... I can do some XP boosts and stuff like that. That's not a problem. I've got a few of those stored up, and I've got plenty of, like, Lotro points and stuff to buy more. So I can do those. Oh, finally. All right. Now, oh wait, there are dousable fires out here? Okay. Great. Yeah, so I'll have to do the landscape quest to get to 110, and that'll get light stuff. Okay, right. So I do simply want to walk through Mordor. That's exactly my goal, JJ. That's just the point. I'd rather run through Mordor. Okay, leveling up 7 levels with landscape quests, though. I grudge the time. I really do. Alright, where's the nearest well? Is there a well over here? There's gotta be a well near the fires, doesn't there? Why would they start fires far away from the well? That would just be obnoxious. Anybody see a well around here? Oh, there's a chest that's on fire. Hang on, let me save the treasure from the flames. I'm liberating. Ironically, there's wood. There's wood stored in the wooden chest in the middle of the fire, but I rescued it. And not a moment too soon. There's no well over here. For crying out loud. I don't suppose I have enough water already and can just... Can I double douse? I can! Oh, good. Excellent. Okay. We're making progress now. 5 more orcs, Thane Ripmaush, and the 2 more trapped folks. Okay. Well, I could do the Valar with Wigand. I'm hesitant about that. It's not going to help me with my yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'll need help for the Thane, will I? It noted, of course, that it was supposed to be challenging. I didn't know quite how seriously to take that. But I guess I'm not that far over level at this point. Okay. Alright, what do you think? Druid's Fire, do you think stealth healing will be enough? Alright, excuse me. Archer. I'm looking around for backpack. Alright. 2 orcs and a backpack. Let's see, where's the hair? Is the root cellar. There you go, lady.
Desperate times for the Rohirric.
Thane Gladsuno, you have come for me at last. You are not Gladsuno? Did he send you? Where are the others? You have not the time or knowledge to satisfy all of this farmer's questions, but you urge her to run quickly to a safe place away from this dangerous town. Go to a cave. If you find a bard and a Dunlending woman there, apologize for interrupting and leave quietly. No, she likes to protect people in caves. Okay. Well, I guess I might as well start collecting these orcs, as I'm almost done with all the rest of the quests. Whoa! Holy cow, it's late. Sorry there, Phil. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I tell you what. Let's do the Thane tomorrow. I'm almost done. Sorry, I was so focused on trying to complete Marton here. I keep calling it Marston. Boy, there's lots of treasure lying around, though. Backpacks and corpses. Yeah, next week. Whatever. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Oh, this is the first guy. I already rescued him. Doesn't look like it, but I did, apparently. So, yeah. Down this way. I'm gonna stealth myself. Maybe kill this archer on the way. Anytime there's a stray archer just standing all by himself. It's a relatively easy combat, so let's just take him out with some efficiency. Right? Okay. And then even a ruthless efficiency. And then we'll find the last farmer. And then we'll be so close. Sorry, Druid's Fire. I am like totally cutting into your time. Didn't even notice. It's like wildly irresponsible of me. It's just horrible. Where are we? We're so close now. Marton is like a... It's like a turn-based game, you know? You know, like the classic problem, it's always like, oh dear, look, your cellar is on fire, dude. You were asleep, you slept down here in the root cellar. It's probably nice and cool down here. Yeah, flee, dude, flee. Okay, finish the root cellar quest. You've rescued some struggling townsfolk. If anything good can be said of the state of Marton, it's that the townspeople seem to have escaped with their lives. Okay. 4 of them, anyway. Okay, all right. Good. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop here. I need to kill 3 more dudes, but I got to stop somewhere. So I'll finish the 3 dudes and the Thane, and then I think I'm done with Marton. So that's good. Yeah, I think Gryfflet is fanatically devoted to the Pope. I think that that's... he's almost fanatically devoted to the Pope. Okay, all right. Done. If I don't finish now, I'll never finish. So let me say goodbye. Gryfflet will be back, and he'll finish up Marton and hopefully head down to Grimslade, and then back to Helm's Deep. Oh, look, there's an orc camp over here. Yeah. Yeah, I suspect we've got some things to do down here. Maybe explore up to the Fords of Isen. Yep. And then down to Grimslade. Okay, good to be finishing up. Almost done with all of Rohan, and then on into Helm's Deep for the battle. And then Paths of the Dead, and Rohan will be done. So exciting. Okay, this is Gryfflet is feeling the home stretch, right? Feeling the home stretch here in Rohan. Anyway, I guess we'll hang out in the smoldering ruins of Marton for a week. See you back again next week. I'll keep thinking about how I'm going to get Wiggins here through the through my marathon, which will be in September. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Stay tuned for Druid's Fire. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.